Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. If this is your first time visiting me, I would like to thank you. While you're here, please like, subscribe, and share this channel. By taking this action, you will be helping the channel to grow. Also, take a moment to read my About page so that you can have some understanding about who I am. I will never copy another person's work, nor will I ever copy another person's title. That is because I am authentically me. This work is a part of my bloodline. I thank you for visiting, and I hope that you will return. Please check out my other videos. All are welcome to share his or her story in the comment section below, because your story may be a helpmate to someone else. My channel is a no judgment zone place for healing in some sort of way. If the video does not resonate with you, please do not try to make it fit your circumstances at all. For anyone else and everyone else that the message does make sense to, take from it what will help you on your journey towards your happiness in every area of your life. Once again, I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. This channel is all about healing. So let's begin healing together. Today, I'm doing a Leo reading, right? I know Leos, you're probably like, where have you been? But here I am. I'm doing a Leo reading, right? I hope everyone is doing well. I do. I really do. I hope everyone is doing well. Even people that I don't like, I do wish them well, right? But let's speak about Leos. Very flamboyant people, males or females. You don't even have to ask the question, well, why are Leos flamboyant? Because they are. That's who they are in nature, right? Love them or hate them, they really don't care. You know, when they step out of the house, it's not that they want to be seen, but you notice them. You notice them because of the way they dress, because of the way they wear their hair, because of their energy. Everybody is attracted to Leo. We call Leos that big energy, right? Because no matter if they're in a good spot in their life or not, they still have that big energy. They're not going to let anything get them down. They're brave. Leos are very brave people. If you are a cross watcher, you have to understand what you're dating, who you're dating, right? When it comes to Leos. To be able to be with the Leo, you have to be that guy or that girl. You have to be able to stand in that big energy with the Leo. Leos, they really can't do that shy type. They will give you a try, but guess what? It takes a lot of work to push someone to the front. It takes some doing to make sure that you're good. Leo is going to stand by you to try to break you from that shyness. They're going to stand by you to make sure that they pacify your needs. But then it does get tiring to the Leo. It does get draining because Leos, they do want someone that has confidence. So if you're dating a Leo, male or female, you need to have that big energy. You have to be confident as well. Leos will be patient with you, however. Absolutely, they will be patient. But how long do you think that they're going to be patient for? Now, let me tell you something else about Leos. If you are a friend to a Leo, and if you're planning a trip with a Leo, right? And you want Leo to put their money in, and you're the one that's planning the trip, what Leo is going to do, they're going to make sure that the room that you book for them is quality. They're going to make sure that the hotel that they're staying in is quality. And if you can't do those things, Leos would rather not go on the trip. They would rather save their money until they can afford the qualities of having a pleasant experience, especially if they're going to spend their money traveling. Because Leos, they want that beautiful room, especially if they're leaving out of state, leaving out the country, whatever the case may be. They're going to make sure that they have the creme de la creme of places to stay. And they will save until they are able to afford those types of conditions, right? But you cross watchers, when you're with the Leo, you're always in good company because Leos love to have fun. So you're in good company when you're with the Leo, and they're going to make sure that everyone has fun. True story, they are. They're going to make you laugh. They may be the first one on the dance floor, and if you're shy, they're going to pull you out to the dance floor so that you can dance too. It's not that they're looking for attention, but they get a lot of attention. Males and females, they get a lot of attention. Once again, the energy. So we call them big Leo energy. True story, big Leo energy. If you have a friend that's a Leo, good for you, right? Because you're never going to be bored. You're going to laugh a lot. You're going to have lots and lots of fun. But Leos, you're ruled by the heart. You know that because that comes from your bravery. You're ruled with the spine because male or female, you stand strong, right? Nothing shy about you. And I have not met a Leo who was shy. One of my favorite sayings, and it's by Martin Luther King Jr., a man can't ride your back unless it's bent, right? Let me just say this. A Leo's back is never bent. So they're ruled by the spine. Their back is never bent. They're ruled by the heart because that comes from their bravery. They're very brave and they are willing to take on any challenge that gets in their way. So Leos, let's see what the cards have in store for you today. I have already cleansed my space before I came to this reading. And I've cleansed my energy away from this reading as well. I've asked my daughter to join me online once again. Thank goodness it's summer, but I won't have her all summer. But for the most part, she'll be online with me, catching the messages in the background. So I'm truly grateful for her to be able to do that because I have a no daughter, the kind that has this new word, N-O. She says it to me all the time, and I don't like it. However, you have to allow a person to be them, and that comes with maturity. When you can stand up to your parent or parents and they can say no, there's not too much you can do, right? Because I am the mom. Hand me the remote. Can you get this for me? Can you get that? I'm just waiting for her to get her own place so that I could tear her house up. Let me tell you. And my son, he's almost done moving into his new place. And I'm waiting for him to get it right because he's a real clean guy. So I'm waiting for him to get his home really nice and the way that he wants it. Then I'm going to go tear that shit up as well. Yeah, I'm petty like that, you know? I'm petty like that, so I'm just waiting. I'm waiting. But let's get to this Leo reading. Once again, I hope everyone is doing well. I have pulled out this deck, right? And it's called The Unshakable Inner Peace. So let's see what Leos have going on. Don't forget to like this channel. Share this channel. With you sharing, it will help the channel to grow. And I will be truly grateful for you helping the channel to grow. You know, I haven't posted much on my YouTube platform. I'll take the lives from here and I'll post them on my YouTube platform. And the channel over there is growing. I'm going to do a live over there tonight as well. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for the sign of Leo. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. Thank you. Leos, as I was doing your reading, I had got this overwhelming feeling of hold tight. Hold tightly. So much so that I felt it. Lifted these cards up and put my hands, grasped them a little tighter. I don't know if someone needs to hold a little tighter to you, or you need to hold a little tighter to someone, or you just need to hold on just a little while longer. But as I was meditating over these cards, I had hold tightly. Hold tightly. Let's see where we're going with that. I'm just going to shuffle one more time. That was intense because I felt it. I felt it. Spirit guides, thank you. Let's get to the reading. Spirit guides, what message do you have for Leo? I can't take all these. That's entirely too many. But if it comes out like that again, then I have no choice. I'm trying to shorten up my readings. I was told that my readings are long. That's what I was told. But I do charge for readings on my personal website. But when I do YouTube, when I do Instagram, and when I do, they turned over, so I'm going to take them. And when I do TikTok, I try to give everyone as much information as I possibly can. I do, right? Because not everyone is able to afford a reading, right? And they may need one, but they may not be able to afford to. So this is my give back. I give back when I do the readings in this manner. But I have been told, right? But, you know, I don't listen to people. But I have been told if I can shorten them up a little bit. My readings are an hour or more long, but I try to give someone as much information as I possibly can. Someone needs to hear it, right? We're starting off with the number 34. If we flip that number, reverse it, it's the number 43. The number 43 is one of my favorite numbers. But this is the card. You are the image maker. What you focus on manifests. What thought pattern do you need to shift? This person is standing, right? It seems like on a country road. On a country road looking up at the sky. This seems to be a sun, or it could be the moon. It's whatever you feel as though it is, because you are the image maker. Whatever you manifest will come into reality. What you focus on. So looking at the image in the card, whether you look at it as the sun or the moon, is gold. It's gold. Leos, you already just know that you are golden, right? But you are the image maker. Each and every one of us, no matter what sign you are, we are all the image maker. So what you focus on, you will be able to manifest. What thought pattern do you need to shift? When a person decides that they're going to get into the art of meditation, For some people, it's because they're just trying to clear their own energies, hoping for things around them to become a little easier, a little lighter. We have others who begin to learn the art of meditation because they're doing it for health reasons. We have others, they're doing it because they desire to have something. They have a wish. And they know that you don't have to wait until your birthday to blow out a candle to make a wish. They know that they can manifest whatever they want any time of year, any day, any month, any week. If they want something, they can have it. So a lot of people are getting into the art of meditation because meditation brings forth hopes, wishes, desires, dreams. You are the dream maker. You can have whatever it is that you desire. And how do you begin to meditate? Meditation starts with the thought. Because when a person meditates, they go in with it with a thought. Sometimes a person goes in a meditation without a thought, and they'll let the universe show them whatever it is they need to see. But most people go into meditation with a thought, hoping to be able to see what it is they need or what it is they need to change. But the card is asking, what thought patterns do you need to shift? First and foremost, not to tell you what to do, but if I can offer anything to you, I would go in my meditations if I was starting off with just a clear mind. And a lot of people are like, well, I have so many things going on, I don't know how to clear my mind. That's fine. Because the more you go into a meditation, thoughts become clearer. You can go into a meditation, closing your eyes, imagining a ball of light, any color you want, and you should be able to see it. So if you close your eyes and I'm going to focus on a pink light, I'm going to focus on a blue light, a yellow, a green, or a white. Most people, when they close their eyes, the first thing they see is white, especially if you closed your eyes in a room where the light was on anyway. And so they will close their eyes and they will see a white light. What I would also do is whatever light, whatever color that I see, to know that I am in control. Thank you so much for the heart. Thank you so much for the hearts. Thank you. I'm truly grateful. What I would also do is when I have control, when I see the light, to make sure that I am in control, I would move it around. And I always do that. Anytime I go into a meditation, just to know this is me, this is who I am, I take that light and I move it around with my mind's eye. I move the light around with my mind's eye. And with me moving the light around with my mind's eye, that's just the second part of me relaxing. Knowing that whatever I see, I am not going to be afraid. Whatever I feel, I'm not going to be afraid. If I was starting off, that's what I would do. And I always tell people, I don't give anyone any advice. That's only because I believe in the power of free will. And we all have to do what's best for us. But if I was a person beginning meditation, I would do it without thinking about something. I will go into the meditation, allowing the universe to bring forth whatever it is that I need to see. Another part to meditation, knowing that whatever you see, that you believe it. Whatever you see, you believe in it. Some people are scared of meditations. They're afraid of what they may see. I would go into my meditations knowing that I am protected. And especially if I have crossed over loved ones that I've had relationships with, whether it be my grandparents, whether it be my parents, my siblings, anyone. I go into it knowing that they have their hands on me and nothing is going to happen to me during meditation, because meditation is when you're open and whatever can happen, may happen, will happen. And so you have to be prepared. Another thing that I do is that when I meditate, I ask to be protected from the north, the east, the west, and the south. I ask to be protected. Your thought patterns, Leo, the card is saying, what thought pattern do you need to shift? You are the image maker. Yesterday, I did a reading, excuse me, for Gemini. And Gemini wanted something. And not to bring Gemini into your reading, but Gemini wanted something. And whatever it is that they wanted, whomever the reading was for, they're going to make sure that they work hard to have it. So when the universe sees that you're hard at work, they'll come in and be like, okay, I see what you've done and I'll meet you the rest of the way. So with you, Leo, there's something that you're focused on, that you're trying to manifest. I would start with meditation. For those of you who are new, I have a video on how I was approved for a mortgage with $5 in my bank account. How I purchased my first home with $5 in my bank account. Now, that was decades ago, right? But it happened. But I was focused. I was focused. Another thing, before I meditate, I'm a writer. I love to write. I love to draw. I love to paint, but I haven't painted in a long time. And my kids are always saying, Mom, you need to start painting again. But I'm not going to lie. I stopped painting a long time ago because everything I painted, my mother wanted to give it away as a gift, right? And I'm like, hey, I painted that for me. And she's like, can I give that to so-and-so? Can I give that to so-and-so? And I'd be like, go ahead. So I stopped painting for that reason. But drawing, I still love to draw every once in a while. I still draw. But let me tell you, you have to be your own image maker. There's something that you're focused on. But being that you're focused on it, you want it right now. And you can have it right now. A lot of people don't know when they are meditating. Before you go into your meditation, you can put a time on things. You can. Because when you don't put a time on things, you leave it open for the universe to try to decipher for you. We are the magicians. We are the authors of our own stories, and we get to do whatever it is that we desire, as long as you're not doing anything to hurt another person. And as long as you're staying debt-free, karma-free, bring in your wishes. But focus. When you have the focus of knowing that it's yours, you're there. You have to just believe that it's mine, I can have it, and it's there. You have to do it with no doubts. When I began this reading, when I was meditating over the cards, I grabbed the cards a little tighter, Leo. And I got, hold on tightly. So much so that I could feel it. That I grabbed the cards tighter and I lifted them up from the desk. That's something that I never do. Look back in all my videos, I keep my cards planted on the desk. But When I manifested over your cards, as I began to hold tighter, the cards lifted up because I can feel it. There's something you desire to have because you're focused on having it. It's time for you to bring it into your existence. I'm not going to stay on this too long. However, I do have videos on how I purchased a home with $5 in a bank account. I go over how I meditated. I go over the proper steps, and I also have a video on how to meditate. Me, being that I am a medium, I always sit with my back up against the wall. And that's not saying that you should do that or you even have to do it, but I do that for my safety. Because when you open yourself up to meditations, anything, anyone could come at you. So many people want to send you messages, and so that you can have clear understanding of who it is, you try to push people away. And you try to set boundaries, even when meditation, that's just for me. So for my safety, I sit with my back up against the wall. That's my security blanket, just having my back up against something. But for you, if I was you, I would look back into my archive on the art of meditation to manifest a desired outcome. I took certain steps because that's what I was taught by my family, and it has always worked. It has always worked for us. Not to say that it won't work for you or it will work for you, but it's about the energy that you have when you begin to meditate. So if you are new at meditation, your feelings have to be in it. And you have to have a knowing that whatever it is that you're asking for is done. You're just putting the extra sauce on whatever it is that you desire to have. We're going into the number 21. Flip it and reverse it. It is the number 12. We have the number 21. Great awakening. Walk in your truth. Stand firm in your light. How can you trust yourself more? That's also the art of meditation. When you begin to meditate, your energy has to be into the meditation. Your feelings have to be into the meditation. All of you has to be a part of that meditation. We have left brain, we have right brain, but your brain has to be balanced when you go into the meditation. You can't say that I'm meditating for a jelly bean. One part of your brain is saying, okay, I know she'll get that jelly bean and more. And then the other brain is like, nah, she won't get it. This is just wasting her time. You have to go into your meditation knowing. Undisputed knowing. You have to be in balance with yourself. So that's why the card is saying great awakening. Walk in your truth. Stand firm in your light. And how can you trust yourself more? You have to trust that whatever you desire, you can have it. You have to have that trust. When I purchased a home, when I got approved for a mortgage with $5 in my bank account, people around me thought, this bitch is crazy. I didn't let anyone distract me, deter me from what I wanted. But I know better that when I'm meditating, if it's more than just me, I knew if I brought someone in that it would be that much stronger. And so my children were younger at the time. Ooh, the innocence and the power of a child, let me tell you. So I went to my children and I'm like, hey, mommy wants this house. I need you to believe that mommy is going to get this house. Do you trust mommy? Do you believe that mommy can get this house? And they're like, yes, innocently, right? So what I did was, even before I saw this house, I drew out a floor plan. And I drew exactly where I wanted the bedrooms, where I wanted the bathrooms. And I just drew the little squares and I would put living room, bathroom, bedroom. And then I said to my children, do you guys want your own bedrooms? And they're like, yeah. So I'm putting their names on their bedrooms exactly where I wanted them. And then I made a copy of this and I gave it to them. So I'm like, I need you to sleep with this under your pillow. But before you go to bed, take a look at it. Because anytime that you meditate, you do that and you go into it in an awakened state. Before you go to bed at night, you're in an awakened state. And as you drift off, the last thought on your mind is what you're going to take with you into the other realm. And when you are taking whatever it is that was on your mind into another realm, you're going to bring forth answers. Or you're leaving it in that realm because you're asking your spiritual team to fix it for you, to do it for you, to help you with it. So at night, when I feel myself drifting off, and if I'm not trying to fight me going to sleep, my shift is where I needed to be at that time. Listen, for someone here, Leo, the Great Awakening, learning how to meditate, to manifest a desired outcome of what it is that you desire to have. So walk in your truth, believing that whatever it is that you're asking for, that you can have it. You have to trust in the outcome. You have to know that it's already yours. You have to stand firm in your light. You have to understand that you are the light. So when you go into that meditation and you see a light when your eyes are closed, you are that light. That's why you're able to move it from the left to the right in a circle any way you desire. And then you say, well, how is this so? Because it's the power of your subconscious mind. No one else's, is yours. So how can you trust yourself more? $1 million question. By believing in you. I didn't trust what the people around me were saying, that, oh, she can't get that house. She doesn't have it. She's not going to be able to get approved for a mortgage. Man, if I would have trusted in what anyone was saying, I would not have gotten it. Those were the naysayers. And then all of a sudden, when I was approved for the mortgage, they're like, oh, tell me what you did. How can you do it? But at that time, I'm like, these right here, right? How can you trust yourself more? By believing in the power that you have, knowing that you are powerful beyond what anyone says to you. We have the number 37. Flip it and reverse it. It is the number 73. Rise above it, Leo. It's not yours to carry. You are an empath. How can you detach from the drama? Is there drama going on around you? Now, who doesn't like a Leo? Do you think they're too flamboyant? Is there a little taste of jealousy? A little envy? because they are being who they are authentically. As I say, every sign is who they are. That's why we were born in certain positions. Leo is exactly who they are. They're not walking around saying, envy me. They don't get dressed for anyone else but themselves. And if you admire them, that's you admiring them. But Leos know who they are. Jealousy, ooh, I don't like the word. And I rarely use it. But when I do, it's an example of, or if it comes up in a reading. Somebody around Leo is very jealous. But Leo, instead of you pacifying that person, trying to make them feel better about their own insecurities towards you, rise above it all. If they can't handle being around you and who you are, that has nothing to do with you, only them. Their burdens are not yours to carry. But you have been carrying other people's burdens, and that's why they think that they can come and lay it on you. Lay their problems on you, their insecurities, their worries. They're trying to give it to you to make you feel bad, but you have to rise above that. Listen, you have to learn how to detach from the drama, because the drama has nothing to do with you, but people are making you a part of their drama or a person. That's not the way you want to live. That's not who you are. You are authentically you. You shine everywhere you go. Whether you're in a grocery store, whether you're walking down the street, if you have a dog walking your dog, people's attention is drawn to you because of your energy. Remember that big Leo energy. Don't connect with their mess. Leave them or that person with their own mess. You have to move forward, because there's more to life than that. You must remain drama-free. We have the number 2, Leo, the number 2. Take a good look at this number 2. You know, the number 2 is a powerful number, as I say, anytime that the number 2 comes out in a reading. That means inner peace, positive energy, and finding your divine purpose. You know, the number 2 represents cooperation and balance. Have faith and never give up, no matter how difficult things may be. The one thing that you do have to give up on is taking in everybody else's BS. It has nothing to do with you. Don't let them dim your shine. You can radically change your results by shifting your beliefs, Leo. What belief is limiting you? Sometimes we gotta let go of people. Sometimes we have to let go of a person because they don't fit who we are. And Leo, one thing about you, you're always trying to carry and bring everybody with you. And you can't do that. But you do, because it's like you're the captain of the ship. And when the ship is sinking, you're trying to rescue everybody. Guess what? And I understand. But it's not your role to carry. You didn't sink the ship. People around you are sinking the ship. And sometimes you just have to save yourself. So Leo, whatever's going on, you have to save yourself this time around. You can't fix everybody's problems. You can't be everything for everyone. See, this is what Leos do in relationships as well. Marriages, boyfriend, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever the case may be, Leos always tries to pacify everyone, tries to make everyone feel comfortable. Tired yet, Leo? Are you a little tired yet? It's time for you to come back into balance with yourself. Listen, you can radically change your results by shifting your beliefs. You are the captain, absolutely, of your life and not of everyone else's. So you won't be able to save them all because these people or person is draining you. What belief is limiting you? And that belief that's limiting you is you feeling like you have to carry everyone. And we know how strong you are, Leo. We know how brave you are. But sometimes you have to be just as brave by letting people go. Sometimes, no matter how strong you are, shit gets a little heavy. And keeping certain people around because of how loyal you are is only hurting you. So, what beliefs are limiting you? And that belief is that you must continue to carry everyone. And you have to let that idea go because that's what's sinking your ship. You have to stand back where you are, king or queen of the jungle, and you must take your place. And if anyone wants to stand with you, they have to be just as confident as you are. We have the number 16. Flip it and reverse it. It is the number 61. This is the number 16. The Midas touch. You know, Scorpio often gets the Midas touch. But Leo, we know you have the Midas touch as well. When you do your hair, because most Leos have very thick hair, like the lion that you represent. So when you do your hair, you make sure that your hair is always in place. You make sure you have the best hairdo, right? But you're not getting dressed. You're not doing your hair for people. You're doing it for you. When you get dressed, you're flashy, right? You're daring. You do things differently than everyone else. You don't get dressed for people. You get dressed for you. You have the Midas touch because every time you step out of the house, everyone is looking at you. Once upon a time, you used to question, are they looking at me? You never have to ask yourself that anymore, do you? Because you know they are looking at you. That's that big Leo energy. Things are working out in your favor, Leo. In what ways are you abundant right now? In what ways are you abundant? I can't answer that for you. That's a question that you need to ask yourself. In what ways are you abundant? You know, my son, his birthday was yesterday, right? And he was like, Mom, I want to take you out for ice cream. And he was like, Mom, I want to take you out for ice cream. And I just had to bang on him. Listen, I just started talking about him and he called me. And so he had texted my daughter and he asked her to go out for ice cream as well. And so he said, you want me to come pick you guys up? I'm like, no, we'll come pick you up. And as we were walking, he was like, Ma, you know, you're in good shape. I was like, I'm supposed to be. And he was like, you're doing good. And I had tripped, right? And he turned around so fast, like he was about to catch me. And he was like, you're doing really good for your age. I'm like, boy, I'll be 52. I shouldn't be doing bad. And he was like, nah, you still got that, that spunk. You caught yourself, whatever, whatever. I said, the problem was I didn't lift my feet up, right? And he wanted to talk about my motorcycle accident. And he was like, you're doing real good. He was like, you're doing very well. And I said, I'm supposed to. You have to take care of yourself. And the only reason why I mention this, because if I was asked this question, in what ways are you abundant right now? I have my life. I'm in this realm. 3 times in my life, they said I wasn't supposed to be here. Newborn. Had to be resuscitated. And a few years before my motorcycle accident, I was resuscitated 3 times. And when they said that if I came out of that, I wouldn't be able to talk, I wouldn't be able to walk, I wouldn't be able to care for myself. And all of these people were talking around me, and I can hear them. I just couldn't speak. So I'm trapped in the body, but I knew everything that was going on around me. And then my motorcycle accident was totally my fault. In 20 plus years of riding a motorcycle, this one time I decided not to have on a helmet. I decided to ride in the rain. I decided to take the motorcycle around the corner, but I was speeding. I was doing like 80 something in the rain. And I'm here. I was airlifted to the hospital, and the doctor said, you should not be here. You should not be here. And I didn't say shit. And I was like, I don't know who he is talking to, because I should. So I don't take life for granted at all. I don't let people stress me out. I don't deal with too many people, to be honest. It takes tough people to be a popular loner. Leos, you don't want to be the popular loner. You do like being around people. You do like having friends, acquaintances. You like to make people feel good. But if there were no people around you, how would you answer the question, in what ways are you abundant right now? For me, it would be that I'm right here, right now. When I was resuscitated 3 times, my sister met me. And she said, go back. And I'm like, what? Can I get a hug? Hey, wait. She's like, go back. And I obeyed. I obeyed. I could hear my daughter's voices bringing me through. I could hear my daughter's voices bringing me through where I was trapped in my body. And that's a place where nobody ever wants to be, let me tell you. But I had a nurse. And she was amazing. And she was like, I'm not letting you go. We're going to fight. I'm going to help you. this nurse, even on her days off, she came to see me at the hospital. One day she said I was talking, and then I went back under again. And then I said to my girls, maybe a year after that, I said, I do remember talking to her. And I was talking to her about you guys, about my daughters. But I didn't have anything else after that. What ways are you abundant? Abundant can mean so many things, whether it's financial, whether it's mental. Abundance can mean so many things for so many different people. But for me, my abundance is that I'm here. And I don't let people get to me because I know what it's like not to be here. I know what it looks like on the other side. And I don't want to go back until it is my time. Since then, I've had a grandchild that had I not listened to my sister that told me to go back, I will be seeing him from another realm and not in the physical. And here I am fighting. I'm fighting for this child, my grandson that's being abused. I'm fighting, right? Leos, you are abundant in so many ways because people respect you, but you have this crew over here that's envious of you, that's jealous of you. And you have to stop trying to make people feel so damn comfortable. It's not your job to make anyone feel comfortable. What is your job is to make sure that you are good. Because if you're not good, you can't be good for anyone. So you have to put you first. People always say that Leos are arrogant. People always say Leos think that they are all that. And damn it, they are. They are all that. They are the kings and queens of the jungle. They are strength. That any other sign, cross watchers, if you're watching, you will be lucky to have Leo in your chart because Leo stands for strength. They are ruled by the heart. And because they are ruled by the heart, they sit here and they tolerate so much from people which they should not. The card, the number 2. What belief is limiting you? The belief that you're supposed to pacify everybody. That's one of the beliefs that are limiting you. That you're supposed to make everybody feel comfortable just because they can't match your energy. You're not the counselor. You're not the psychologist. In what ways are you abundant right now? See if you can answer that question without including anyone else but yourself. And I'll wait, because I really would like for a Leo to think about that. Because Leos thinks that it's selfish not to include other people, cross watchers. But some of you know that. That's why some of you use them in that manner. You use them, you take advantage of them in that manner, knowing that they are the kings and queens of the jungle and they're going to make sure they take care of everything and everyone, but not this time. You know, the number 16, if I was using the Rider-Waite deck, the traditional tarot deck is usually a warning that you are about to lose something that was important to you, Leo, in a big way. A relationship may erupt. Your professional career could come to an end. It can burn. Whatever it is, you need to be prepared, Leo. The number 16 also reassures us that while the situation may feel like a catastrophe right now, the situation is something that needed to happen. Letting a person go or people go. You will most definitely be able to rebuild yourself after. Don't forget you have the Midas touch. You will be able to rebuild. And you will be better than ever. To rebuild yourself, you need to make sure that you learn from your mistake and make changes rather than return to the same patterns. In Tarot, the number 16 is linked to the Tower of Destruction card, which indicates that, once again, that something that was important is coming to an end. And it won't be going quietly. This is a warning. Oh, Leo, I can't believe you're not answering your phone for me. Leo, I can't believe that you want to put yourself first. They don't have to be able to believe it. You're doing it. You have the Midas touch. Things are working out in your favor, Leo. In what ways are you abundant right now? For your health, for your strength, for you to be able to recognize who's for you and who's against you, for you to recognize that you can't keep pacifying everyone, for you to recognize it's okay to put yourself first. We have the number 8. We have the number 8. You heal by releasing, not suppressing. What emotions do you need to feel in order to heal? What emotions do you need to feel? Listen, it's okay to scream. It's okay to yell. It is. It's okay. I do it often. Ooh, more often than you think. I do it often. I do. It's okay to scream. It's okay to yell. Because it's needed. It's necessary, right? This number 8 is a very spiritual number. It symbolizes a positive mindset and mental stability. Your angels are giving you a heads up about the abundance that will soon be coming your way, Leo. Material abundance and career success. You do need to find balance between the spiritual and material aspects of your life in order to live as abundantly as possible. So, taking that trip that I spoke about earlier, even if you're planning a trip with friends, co-workers, or whatever, if it's not affordable at this present time, you will save. So you can have the trip that you desire. One thing about Leo, they're going to make a way. It's not that you can't go on the trip right now, that it's not affordable, but you don't want to go on the trip the way that your associates may want to go on the trip. You're like, I'm not staying in that hotel. I need that 5-star. So if I want the 5-star, I'm going to pass on this trip and I'm going to save up to go on that 5-star vacation. That's just who you are. And it's not you being pig-headed or thinking you're better. You just like what you like. And there's nothing wrong with you liking what you like. However, you're always trying to appease people, trying to make them feel comfortable. But some people don't fit into your world. So you heal by releasing, not suppressing. You heal by letting these people go over here because you have risen above them. Not to toot your own horn, Leo, but it's okay to toot your own horn. It's okay to celebrate you. It's okay to be you. No more suppressing. Trying to make everyone feel better because it's them that's jealous to be able to stand by your side. They're jealous of you. When you try to welcome everybody and make everybody feel comfortable, that's their feelings. That's on them. It has nothing to do with you. So what emotions do you need to feel in order to heal? You are the captain. You absolutely are the captain of you. You are the captain of you. You trying to bring all these other people with you, you're going to have to let that ship sink. You're not going to be on it. It's time for you to start saving yourself, putting yourself first. We have the number 1, Leo. You create your own reality. You want whatever you want wants you. What do you want to experience? What makes you feel good when you think about it? Who makes you feel good when you think about him or her? Because the card is saying what you want wants you as well. What do you want to experience? Right? What do you want to experience? Because the number 34, flip it and reverse it, your first card out, you are the image maker. You focus, whatever you focus on will manifest. What thought pattern do you need to shift? That's the first card that came out. The second card that came out, you create your own reality. What you want wants you to. What do you want to experience? What do you desire to experience right now? When we get asked that question, sometimes we have to think about it. So think about the question like this. If I could have anything in this world that I desired, what would it be? So what would it be for you? But remember, you have the Midas touch. This is for you. Not for anybody else, Leo. This is for you. Because we see how things have been when it comes to relationships. That you've dealt with people that were insecure. You've been in relationships with people who were insecure. They couldn't handle how people were attracted to you. The way you look, the way you dress, the way you wear your hair. You have that big energy. Walking into a store, people turn around and look at you. Now, when you were younger, you used to be like, why are they looking at me? But now you know. You are the lion. You are the king. You are the queen of the jungle. And we live in a jungle. So, what do the other animals do in the jungle? When they see the lion walk through, they're either bowing down, and if they're not bowing down, they're just looking, hoping that you won't look in their direction. You're ruled by the spine. You walk with your head held high, with your back straight up. That's that big Leo energy. Everyone doesn't possess that kind of energy. That kind of energy is called power, as we can see with the number 16, the Midas touch. Let me just allow you to remember. You have the Midas touch, Scorpio. They usually get this card all the time because we know that Scorpios have the Midas touch, but here it is. The Midas touch is in your reading. Things are working out in your favor. In what ways are you abundant right now? Leo, people are going to feel the way that they feel. You can't help it. Don't change who you are for anyone. Be you. You shouldn't be any other way. You have been trying to carry people, whether it be in friendships, whether it be in intimate relationships, as far as a significant other. You've been doing a lot of heavy lifting. And even when people have felt envious and you knew, or jealous and you knew, you still tried to make them feel comfortable. That's on them. That's on them. It has nothing to do with you. Continue to be that big Leo energy. You're ruled by strength. You're ruled by the spine. Continue to walk straight up with your back not being bent. You can't help it if these people feel that way. You are you. You are authentically you. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for the sign of Leo. Show me exactly what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. Thank you. As you're releasing, you're going to be walking away from some people or a person, but they're going to hold on tightly. They're going to hold on really tight because they're not going to want to let you go. Because who wants to give up that kind of energy? Who doesn't want to be around that kind of energy? Your strength. We have silence. Silence is a peaceful state of mind that allows you to return to yourself and immerse in tranquility. Silence reminds you that sometimes words cannot express your innermost feelings, and the reflection and meditation in stillness can lead to deeper insights and revelations. The first card that came out, we spoke about meditating. Not only did we speak about meditating, we spoke about 2 ways to meditate. One being in silence, and allow whatever the universe or your guardian angels to send to you for you to be able to see and hear and feel. The other way of meditating was asking for something that you desire. This right here, first card that came out, is silence. Meditate in silence, asking for nothing. asking the universe to just guide you, show you. Anytime that I do my readings, I start off with Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for whomever needs to hear it. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. That means I'm open to help in my reading. I'm open to hear and I'm open to receive anytime I do a reading. Same thing with meditation. A lot of times I do go into a meditation for something. I'm trying to manifest a desired outcome on something that I desire to have. There are other times when I go into a meditation in silence. There's someone here that needs to go into a meditation in silence. Silence is a peaceful state of mind that allows you to return to yourself and immerse in tranquility. Silence reminds you that sometimes words cannot express your innermost feelings, and the reflection and meditation in stillness can lead to deeper insights and revelation. To my Bible thumpers, be still. To my spiritual free thinking people, be still. We have fear. Fear is a response to the unknown, reminding you to address the doubts deep within. By facing fear, you will discover your courage and potential, overcoming fear and embracing greater challenges. How in the world did we get this card in a Leo reading? How did we get this card in a Leo reading when you are the epitome of strength? But to our bravest, to our strongest, sometimes we fear. But fear is a good thing sometimes. So use this fear as a strength, as a reminder to who you are and what sign that you were born under to be who you are authentically. I'm going to leave this right here and let you see. Tell me something good, Leos. Tug of war? Is this tug of war? Are you playing tug of war with yourself? We just spoke about this. Being in two minds. Left brain, right brain. We all have different choices. But right now you're torn when making a decision. It reminds you to face your inner needs. Finding balance will allow you to make the choice that aligns with your true self. Tug of war. You have to get out of that tug of war. And you have to be in alignment with yourself. No more tug of war. Stand on business. Ooh, someone over here has depleted you, even though you tried to make them feel so comfortable. And you're still thinking about, maybe if I do this a little differently. Maybe if I do that a little differently. Nope, no more playing tug of war. Sometimes we have to let them go for you to be who you are, for you to be able to walk away from this state of mind. for you to be in balance with yourself. Wisdom. Wisdom is profound, understanding and insight, allowing you to see the essence of things. When wisdom enters your life, it reminds you to listen to your inner voice and find your own truth. That silence. You need that time out. Silence is a virtue. Here we go again. That Midas touch, that number 16, abundance. Abundance means so many different things to so many people, but abundance is the perception of all the resources in life. Knowing that you have all the power and support you need. When abundance appears, it reminds you that the universe always responds to your needs in various ways. Whenever you decide to go into your meditation, know that you are already abundant. Whatever you're asking for, imagine yourself already having it, even before you receive it. Don't go in a meditation playing tug of war. You have to be at war with yourself. That's the hardest part of meditation, is be in alignment with yourself. No distractions. No playing tug of war. You have to go into your meditation knowing that whatever it is that you're asking for is already yours in order for you to receive it. You have to use that big Leo energy. You have to use that energy. Anytime I meditate, I'm going in cocky. I'm going in cocky, but grateful. I'm going in knowing that I have it even before I receive it. And I'm so cocky, I am grateful in advance. And so I'm saying thank you even before I go into my meditation. That's abundance. In every area of your world, of your being, you have to know that you are abundant. Leos, you have to use that big energy. Then come on back and teach the rest of us who has Leo in their chart how to use that energy. But you must get back into alignment with yourself. So what? So what? All this jealousy over here. So what? These people envy you. Let them. So what? That has nothing to do with you. That's their insecurities. You don't have to pacify them. These are adults that are jealous of you and envious of you. And you know it, but still you try to make them comfortable. Stop feeding them. Let them starve a little bit. You know you are the captain. But sometimes you got to let that ship sink and save yourself. I thank you for the gifts. I thank you for the new follower. I'm truly grateful. Leos, use that big energy. Thank you for all the hearts. Thank you for anyone that shared the channel. I will be back, but will be on YouTube this evening. It is 10:41. I'll be on YouTube at 11 p.m. on my YouTube channel doing a live over there. When I do the lives on my YouTube channel, it's a little easier and I'm able to see more of the messages. And I do have my daughter in the background for the new followers. She is Alberta Butterfly. So when I'm not able to see the messages, she will respond to the ones that she can catch. Alberta Butterfly is also a medium. She's also a psychic. Sometimes my husband will be in the background as well, and he'll tell you to go over to my page. I have a private website, but my name is long. If you want to book a reading with me, just go to the front of this TikTok page, click the link, and it'll take you over to my website. But on my YouTube page, I'm able to interact myself a little better. And I do wear bifocals. This comes with age, right? And it comes from when I was younger. Let me tell you the truth. I used to make fun of family members that had bifocals. Remember the really thick ones? And I used to be like, dang. And then when they would take their glasses off, they would look different, right? And now here I am. Here I am, right? You got to be careful what you say to people. I was one of those kids, right? I was petty. But here I am in bifocals. Trust me, I need them too, especially for night driving. If I didn't have them, and I need them for reading as well. If I didn't have them, I probably wouldn't make it to all the places I be going to. And my son asked me, he said, Ma, are you done with motorcycles, right? Look, I'm wearing bifocals now, right? And I told him, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I am not done yet. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Ooh, not yet. I was just looking at my bike the other day, right? And I said, it's time to bring her out. My bike is a girl. I said, it's time to bring her out. Yeah, I want to bring her out for my birthday on my 52. I'm going to bring her out for my 52nd birthday. I'm going to bring her out. By law, I can't get another speeding ticket. So I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. I have a need for speed. That's my relaxation, right? So I'm trying to do better. I'm trying to do better. Ooh, trust me, I'm trying to do better. But I will be, at 11 o'clock, I will be on my YouTube platform doing a live over there. But listen, I'm trying to get my body. You see this right here, this muffin top? Well, it's not a muffin top, but it's a pudge. I'm trying to get myself right before I get back on, right? I have a crotch rocket. My husband wants me to get a cruiser. And my chiropractor, right, says that I should get a cruiser. And my chiropractor, he rides a crotch rocket. And he was going to let me ride his bike. And I was like, nah, I don't believe in getting on people's bikes, right? Because anything can happen. He was like, y'all brought my bike. I knew you were coming in. You could. And I'm like, nah. But on my 52nd, I do plan to be all gas and no brakes. Just one time. I know my husband is listening. Just one time. Now my kids, they're like, Ma, don't get back on. And I'm like, please. I was doing this. My youngest, Alberta Butterfly, I was riding when I was pregnant with her, right? And she's 20 plus years old. So I've been riding that long, right? And one mistake, not wearing a helmet and speeding in the rain. Not wearing, and I've never done that before, but that's what you get sometimes, right? As an eye opener. But at 11 p.m., I will be on my YouTube platform. And I thank you to each and every one of you, to the new followers, to everyone that gave gifts, for everyone that took the time out to watch the video. Without you, I wouldn't have the platform, so I'm truly grateful. And I send to you, if you can't join me over there, nothing but love and light. Leos, use that big energy. Good night.